Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Morgan and I'm all about DIY and home decor on a budget. So I've been a little MIA on my channel. First it was the holidays and then me and my family got sick for like 3 weeks, which was awful. And during this whole thing, I was working on a really big project that took longer than I thought it would, but I'm back, I'm here. I'm gonna be making a lot more videos. I have a ton of ideas that are super cool, guys. But for today, we're doing this gorgeous thrift flip. You might see a little sneak peek behind me. I am in love with how these chairs turned out, so let's get to it. Okay guys, look at this gorgeous chair behind me. I found this at the thrift store for $15 and there was 2 of them, so I got 2 for $30. Such a good deal. Let me switch you over. Look at that beautiful cane backing that is so in right now. Look at the detail on those legs, it's gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we found these. The cushion is quite dirty. I'm pretty sure Brooks just spilled yogurt on the chair. The stain on it is a very mid-century modern, more eclectic color. I tend to gravitate more towards the lighter and more natural woods, so my plan for this chair is to sand it all down and reupholster the seat. On the underside of these chairs is a dust covering which has been stapled to the wood. A lot of the staples were in there really good, so I mostly just ripped off the fabric and removed whatever staples I could. I took out the screws that were holding the cushion in place and then popped the cushion from the chair frame. I then used a box cutter to cut the fabric away from the cushion frame. I found this beautiful cream upholstery fabric at Joann's for an amazing price. Upholstery fabric is usually on the pricier side, but I got this for $4 a yard, which is a crazy good deal, and I ended up getting 2 yards. I measured out how much fabric I'd need to cover the cushion and then cut it out. When you are reupholstering chairs, you want to make sure you use upholstery fabric because it won't stretch or tear when someone sits on them. So I know it's tempting to buy the cheaper fabric, but it really is important to buy the more expensive stuff. Once I had my fabric cut out, I took off the initial fabric and placed the cushion on my new fabric. Using my staple gun, I placed 1 staple on each side of the cushion. Make sure that you pull tightly on the fabric before each staple. Then I went back and stapled all the way around the cushion, starting in the middle and working my way to the edge on each side. The trickiest part was the corners. I'm not an expert on reupholstering by any means. I just moved and tinkered with the fabric until I was happy with the look. Just know that whatever you do, there's going to be creases on the edges, so you just have to be strategic to where your creases are. I put my creases where they'd be hidden by the chair's armrest. Once everything was stapled, I cut off the excess fabric and voila, a reupholstered cushion. Next, I focused my attention on the frame of the chair. I really wanted to bring out the natural wood of the chair, so I got to sanding. And I sanded and sanded and sanded for days. It would have been a lot faster if I could have used my Orbit sander for everything, but there was a lot of details that needed to be hand sanded. And I didn't want to break the cane backing, so I couldn't get too close with the electric sander there either. Unfortunately, there were some places that even my hand sanding couldn't get to, so we started getting creative. My dad used to have a Dremel tool that broke, but he still had some sanding bits, so we tried putting one in a drill, and that kind of worked, but it was very slow going. Then I got out my old Mani Pro drill from my nail tech days, and that worked a lot better than the power drill, but I would still recommend a Dremel tool with various sanding bits if you are sanding detailed work.
Sometimes it can get rough when you've had enough. I'll be your dog. Corleone. When you're feeling down, feeling low, you'll never be alone. Not when you're right.
Just look at how much nicer that looks after sanding out the edges. Once I was finally satisfied with how the chair was sanded, I started on the cane backing. I lightly sanded the cane and wiped off any dust and then taped around the cane. Tanner and my sister Miranda were so nice and they helped me paint the cane while I worked on the other chair. Be aware when painting cane, because of the holes, you will most likely get drips on the other side, so just make sure you wipe those up before they dry. I do like the paint color that I used, but it is a bit more yellow than I'd like it to be. I'll list other paint colors in my description box below that I would use instead.
When you're feeling like giving up, when you're running low on love, I'll be the shoulder that you're leaning on.
Once my paint was dry, I wiped my chairs down with a very lightly damp towel to get rid of any dust. And then I gave my chairs 2 coats of this clear satin polyurethane.
Every time you look at me, even when it gets real bad, never gonna turn my back, even if it takes some time, never gonna leave you behind. Girl, you need to know it's life means sometimes that we fight, at least we're sitting side by side.
Between each of these coats, I sanded them down with a fine steel wool, and I used that same steel wool after my last coat was dry, which gave my chairs a very smooth feel. I then popped my cushion back into the chair frame and screwed the original screws back in to secure the cushion. I had a little bit of extra fabric, so instead of buying a dust cover, I just used that to finish off the bottom. And to do that, I just stapled the fabric to the bottom of the chair frame and cut off the excess. Okay guys, how gorgeous are these chairs? I am so in love. They look so expensive, so high-end, and they cost me so little to make. They might be my favorite thing in my house right now. I just love them so much. But I want to hear your thoughts. Would you have gone with a darker stain on the chairs, or do you guys like the natural look? Me personally, I am natural wood all the way. That is what I love. I don't think I will ever change. So put in the comments below if you like the dark stained wood look or more of the natural light wood. If you guys love my style of DIY and home decor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because there is so much more coming. Hit that like button below if you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys.